Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 100 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where today I'm following this line of AE cabling all the way over to my Britannia area. And by following it, I mean expanding it. Because today I'd like to get Applied Energistics up and running over in the AE area. So you can see I used my mining laser to mine out this area. I'm ready to attach my P2P guy, and hopefully that'll be cool. And about here-ish is where I want to bring this up at. So let's bring it up, yeah, right about here. Does that sound cool? I think that's good. We'll see what it looks like from inside. So I'm underneath my Britannia little base thing. Do I have more cables? Did I make them all already? Give me like 10 more? Is that... I'm like ridiculously, hilariously low on redstone, believe it or not. Which shouldn't be terribly of a big surprise. But yeah, I am. So let's do that. And then let's do... building gadget of grass. Does that sound cool? And you. And you. And then we can have our P2P connector here with a dense cable sitting on top, and then we'll load it up. Boop. So now he's linked up, right? And now I'm going to need a few more cables. Can I get like 10 more? Yeah, low on redstone. Low on redstone. You know what? I've got a digital miner that I can tap into for just a moment. I'll just throw down a quick get me some redstone kind of thing until I get the automation in place that I want. And I made more flux points between episodes, so that's ready. All right, config. Do I have redstone tags on there? I do. Start it up. Okay, and then you go in there, and now you should be auto-mining the redstone, and that looks good. Actually, yeah, I didn't need to do that. And then right back over to here. I should make some kind of entrance to get into that underground area. You know, there is a trapdoor with stairs. Hey, there we go. We have an entrance. See? See? That wasn't me. That was just good stuff. All right, so let me get some more cables. Maybe a little bit more, but we'll see. That might be enough. And an exporter. And some bone meal. Do you know how to craft bone meal? I guess you don't. I think I should teach you how to make bone meal. Okay. Yeah, no. Doesn't know how to craft bone meal. Needs to know how to craft bone meal. Now knows how to craft bone meal. And then... crafting card. That should be cool. And that looks good to me. So our plan for today is to actually start on Britannia and start doing cool stuffs, right? So we'll run our cables over to here. And then our bone mealing should be, or our bone meal inserter, right, should be here. So if we take out, I'll leave the 40 in there, right? We can export bus. Actually, yeah, give me some of it. Export bus, bone meal, okay. And you could probably be relocated to here so that you're out of the way. Perfect. And we get some cabling in here. And we shouldn't really need too much of this, because I'm going to throw down a ferro flare lantern in here. You know, how about just right in the center of this room? That should fit. Perfect. And then we shouldn't really need torches down there no more, and that should be cool. Beautiful, huh? I really enjoy being able to use the builds that other people have made, because this is like a cool structure. I really like this building, and I know it's not something I'd really be able to design well on my own. It's just outside my skill set. So now if we check, this guy should be filled with bone meal. Let's not forget to throw the crafting card in there so that if we get to a point where we run out of bone meal, which we probably will at some point, we've got that covered. All right, so now this system from last episode should be fully functional. And I might add some doors here to allow me to get... Actually, do I want a door there? Because I think there's like... There's stuff. Yeah, I could do that. That's fine. So what I'll do is let's get an axe. I have one, don't I? Maybe not. Diamond axe. And we'll do the same for here. That's cool. And I kind of wouldn't mind having it here. So now this like can branch out to like the different areas that might expand and have other automations for Britannia. And then this will be, you know, the plants and all that stuff. Is that cool? I think it's cool. All right, so now let's get going for this stuff, right? I'm going to need like a nice little crafting area. So let me get ready to get all the stuff I need. But we're going to need a petal apothecary, which should be the first thing that you get. And in order for that, you just need any petal. So it really doesn't matter which one we get because we have an infinite amount of all of them now, right? We have literally an infinite amount of all petals. And I wouldn't mind keeping this thing filled up with water. Can you pipe water into it? I kind of forget. Is that something you can do? Does this accept fluids? Because what I could do is export bus water, right? Is that a thing I can do? Where is that guy? He should be here, right? So if I did this with water, water coolant from extreme. No, I want this water. Yes. Because we have an infinite amount of water in the AE system, right? So could I do that? I just need a few more cables to prove that all out. Come on. I generally forget if you can pipe fluids into here. Maybe not. This is how you do it. It may not be able to have water piped into it because I don't think it's like a fluid acceptor in that way. Yeah, you can do it with dispensers, but I don't think you can export it like that. That's kind of a bummer because it's probably doable with AE to do that, but I don't think easily. Dispensers. We could do it with a dispenser. Let me think about it for a sec. So I'll plan to make a Rod of the Seas, and we'll see if we can automate it with that. I forget if that needs a mana tablet in the inventory, but we'll see what we can come up with, right? So let's do that. So for now, I'll just do it the old manual way. Okay. I forget if Rod of the Seas requires... Why don't you want to climb the stairs? Come on, buddy. The thing. For now, we can just do, you know, good old bucket of water. That should be fine. Okay. And then we can get some seeds. And our white petals. Did I not get some white petals? Let's clean up inventory for a sec, because we have a lot of things to organize and sort here. Doot, doot, doot. That all looks good. You can go away, and you can go away. I'll get rid of my flux points for now. I don't think I need them terribly. Same with laser IO and mining gadget. And torches. Okay. So we'll get 8 of these and craft up our first flower, which will be you. Cool. So the Pure Daisy is super cool. And we'll stick this in one of our first crafting areas, probably over here-ish. Oh, cool. There's like a little pathway here to get into that. Okay, neat. So how about we pop here and here in the opposite corners? Does that sound cool? Okay. So the way this works is we need oak logs and we need stone. Okay. And when you place them around the Pure Daisy, exactly 1 minute later, it will turn into living rock and living wood. And these are crafting components for Britannia. So we're going to need some, right? You know, not a ridiculous amount, but like a decent amount. And I'm right now thinking about how would I like to automate these guys? Because there's a lot of ways we can do that, right? Like just so many ways that we could automate this. So let me think about that for a sec. So I'm toying with different ideas on how to do this automatically. Pedestals comes to mind. I know pedestals is tricky to use. I get it. It's a powerful mod, but it is definitely a little tricky to use. So what I put here, and this seems like it's working out, I just might want to speed it up and then maybe do like a block placer kind of module. But this might work. I'm looking for basically like an area of effect that I can do that will allow me to, like, let's see, harvest them all without having to like go crazy, right? Like I don't want to have to like put down multiple breakers and placers. I want to like in an area do it, right? So basically I set the work area to that, right? And how do I get this stupid thing off here? There it is. All right, so I've got the breaker upgrade, which I'm gonna speed up. Right, and then this guy changes how? That is the tool swapper. No, I want the filters. Yeah, filters. Get me filters out of there. So block filters, I got this. So for block filters, I think what I have to do... Fluid, energy, experience, dust item. Okay, cool. I don't know how to clear that. I guess I could do it that way and then show you guys how I figured this out. So basically, you and you, right? And so now it's a blocks filter exact type whitelist. And then I, with an empty hand, shift right click and it says block added to filter. And it adds them, okay? So then we put the filter on there. I had a work area, like I specified, that is there, right? So work area was applied. That goes there. And then... So we did the work area as shown here. No inserted upgrade. Let me put that back in. Right? So that area with the filter of only break living rock and living wood exactly. And that seems like it's working, right? So that should be able to do that. And then maybe what I'll have are placers. Yeah, I like that idea. So we could do placers. There's block placers, right? Yeah. Oh, look, it broke it. Good job. Yeah. Now the problem is like the work area is such that it goes like here and then 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 here, and that's why it's taking so long. So I think if I were to snag that thing and we go upgrade it with our upgrade set in the basement down here, that might be a good call. Just have to remember how this stinking thing works because I do not recall. So area, speed, range, speed. So I want block of diamond and obsidian. We're going to want 4 of them each. Right? Block of diamond and obsidian. I think I put this in here. Is that right? And then it did it, right? Cool. 10 out of 40. 20. 30. 40. Okay. So that should be cool. Trying to find like creative and new ways to do the thing that I do all the time. Not easy sometimes, folks. There we go. Cool. So now, what we would say is like we'd do that. Okay. And then we'd do... Well, I'm really low on oak wood. I have to go check out my oak wood farm because that's clearly not behaving itself. That. And then once you... You can tick accelerate those flowers, by the way. Once this works and is good, he'll harvest them, hopefully pretty quickly. Hey, that's not bad. That was pretty quick, right? That was pretty good. I'm 100% cool with that. I think that's a good way to go. All right, so now what about pedestals? Placer upgrade, right? So we're going to want a placer upgrade. So we're going to want, I think I want 2 of these, right? I want one for logs and the other for stone, okay? So what I'll do, and this one I'm going to do a little bit semi-manual because I don't want this running constantly. I want to come over here and say, I want to convert this stack, right? So what I'll do is we're going to want some work area cards. And that means I need to turn you into a work area tool. Okay. And the first work area card will be from here to here. Okay. And that'll go on this dude with a placer upgrade. Okay. And then the second work area tool will go from here to here, and that'll go on this guy with a work area tool. Okay. Now, realistically, maybe I should put them side by side. I like that better. I do, conceptually, right? So you could be here and here, right? And then you can be here and here. Okay. So the point being that this pedestal places blocks here, and this one places them here. How cool is that? Okay. So now let's test this. Validate it, okay? And then what we could have is an advanced collector. Can you have that big of a range if I make you? Let's find out. I think you can. I think that might be... You can actually have a pretty decent range. I think that like is just barely within range. I'm going to make it one larger just to be safe. So that's what we're looking at. Let's make you larger on the X. But then I want to filter you with a whitelist of living wood and living rock. So now the only thing you're allowed to pick up is living wood and living rock. Cool. Do I want that there or do I want it behind? Maybe behind. Just because I think it would look a little bit cooler that way. I'm doing my best to make this like... Because like, you guys have seen Botania a million times, right? Great mod. Love Botania. Very, very good mod. But you've seen it like a lot. So I'm trying to make this like, hey, this is different and interesting and fun. So I'll make it a area 3, a little bit bigger on all sides, right? And then whitelist you two, okay? So check this out, right? If I put half a stack of stone here, it's slow, so if I sped it up, it might be cooler. But same deal here for the... Now, in fairness... Why did you stop after that one? Are you, like, insisting upon putting it there? Because that would be really annoying. Do you not skip if you can't place? Because that would stink. I feel like that stinks. I feel like that's not cool. Work card, work area, work card. So how about we use work cards? Because I suspect that might be a problem. So remove work card. Okay. So these work area cards can go away. So we're kind of working, right? All I need to do is now let's do this and this, which aren't going to actually do anything, but this is simply for the purposes of, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Is that cool? And if I really wanted to, what I would do would be to speed these guys up. Cool. That's kind of that works. I vote that works. Does that work? Is that cool? And then everything goes in here. That's cool. I think it's cool, right? I think that's cool. I think I'm cool with that. Cool. Okay. So your upgrade tool is going to be awesome. If I want this to be extra cool, what I would do would be to replace these guys with sped up versions of them. I think that works. I think that's how we're going to play that. So you come out of there. Now, in fairness, we don't have to. And because of the expensiveness of it, I'm not going to, actually. I've changed my mind. I'm just going to leave it. What we'll do is we'll just be patient, which is not usually a word in Dyer's vocabulary. But we're going to do our best, right? If I put that stack there, you know, I'm going to get 2 stacks of stone. Because it doesn't care which one goes where, right? Like, we can use both of these now to do stone stuffs. I think that's kind of cool. Right? So once you're out of stone, like, you'll just place and be good, right? And eventually it'll be good. All right, that works. Sweet. So that's automated with pedestals, Botania things. Isn't that? I think it's cool. You tell me if you think it's cool. I personally think it's kind of cool. I like that a lot. All right. So with that said, and those exist there because they are flowers, right? So that's where that automation is going to live. I could move it to like over here probably, but that might be a little bit tight. I like it actually fits perfectly because these are 9x9 plots. So like, you know, with the 3 there, and then the pedestals. I think it's like that's very symmetrical and nice looking, right? Props to Dyer. So I'm thinking over here might be a cool place to set up my first bit of mana generation. Does that sound good? So let's do that. So we're going to want, from Botania, we're going to want a mana pool, which is going to hold our mana. Okay, at least for now. And then we're going to shortly check out Fluix mana pools. I don't know if we'll get to them this episode, but probably pretty soon. Okay, and we're also going to want the spreaders, right? So a basic mana spreader should be fine for now. You need any of these. Now, if I wanted to, I could totally hook up... you know, I think I'm gonna, actually. Because the whole point of this is to, like, super automate it, right? So if I came over here... So if you're... my dude, then this is the dude that should be the... Okay. So if I got a storage bus, right, with like a highish priority, and then some cables. Cool. now I should be able to... Right? Isn't that cool? Okay, good deal. So mana spreaders will feed mana from their adjacent flowers into a pool. So maybe I want my mana pool to be in the center for a moment, and then we'll have the mana spreader touching it, and that should be good. And then we're going to want a Wand of the Forest. And you can use Living Wood Twigs. 1, 2, 3. And you can use any colored dye or petal that you want. And they can be mixed and matched, right? So you could do like, I like cyan. I've always liked that color. And how about green? Why not? I just picked that at random and that looks cool, right? And then you can bind. Technically, you don't have to do that. This just determines what direction the mana pulse goes. But yeah, I like to aim it right at the pool there. And then I think the first flowers you're going to want to get started with are going to be the ones that consume coal. So in the book here, if you want to read through it, you're more than welcome if this is your first time seeing Botania. But there's a bunch of flowers that can generate mana. The first two are hydrangeas, which consume water. And then endoflames, which are kind of the better ones to start with, in my opinion. They just burn any fuel, right? Anything that's a fuel source, like coal. So to get those, what we're going to need is 1 light gray, 2 brown, and 1 red. So we're going to want a brown, two brown, and a light gray. Cool. And then we can get our bucket of water. Now, initially this is going to be kind of annoying, but I'll automate it pretty soon. But like that. Now, here's a trick for you, by the way. You can right-click with an empty hand, and it'll put the exact same previous recipe in. So that's kind of cool, at least. Not too shabby. And what I could do is I could make a quick sync. Just because it'll be easier than opening up AE for this. Empty hand and go. Empty hand and go. And this is how you can quickly generate lots of flowers of the same type, if you want. At least until you run out of resources. How do I have an extra gray? Did I get 16 gray? I must have. Anyway, there you go. And now I've got 8 endoflames, which is not a bad start. We'll be getting a better source of stuff in a bit. And you know what? I'm just going to get a bunch of coal. Actually, I don't have to do that, do I? I have blocks of coal already. Sweet. All right. So the endoflames will consume the coal. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And you'll notice that when you look at them with the Wand of the Forest, it'll highlight which block it's bound to. So I can do that. Turn off my magnet for a minute. And I might throw down that that magnet nullifier. Advance prevents items from 5 blocks away being attracted by magnets. It can be filtered 3 blocks away. I'm going to make the advanced one, which needs this one first. And maybe underneath the pool, I'll put this. That's cool, right? Highlight area false. Empty blacklist, which means just don't magnet nothing up in the immediate area. If I wanted to, I could add things like coal in there. All right, so we can make it coal whitelist. And now if I turn my magnet on, he won't do nothing. Perfect. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here, because at this point we want to generate a bunch of mana. And you can see mana starting to fill up the pool. So all that coal will sit there. It'll be consumed by the endoflames, which will fill up the pool with mana. When we come back next episode, we'll have some mana that we can use to start making some cool stuff. And in the meantime, I'll just kind of let this thing run and do its job. But clearly, this worked. How cool is that? There's 2 stacks. I'm very pleased. I think that looks great. This is a different way. Have I ever done it this way before? I don't think so. So I'm pretty happy that I came up with it's getting harder and harder to come up with a new way to automate certain aspects of Britannia. I've played Britannia many a time, okay? And I'm trying to like keep it fresh and interesting for you guys to watch and enjoy. So let me know in the comments if I'm succeeding. For now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.